Following the trail of those with something to hide on behalf of those with something to lose can lead round the world. Seeking those responsible for what is arguably Britain's worst medical disaster led to the small American town of Kankakee. This is the home of Armour Pharmaceuticals, a company which sold contaminated blood products.
Armour Pharmaceutical Company has redefined the process by closing the loop.
The firm makes Factor VIII and were British market leaders with this product, which haemophiliacs need to make their blood clot. Now they boast about its purity, but 5 years ago, the product designed to save life was giving haemophiliacs AIDS. We found medical records which showed that Armour Factor VIII had infected haemophiliacs like Bob Threakle from Birmingham. We showed Bob's secret company records, which proved that Armour and other American companies knew their products could carry AIDS and did nothing.
Well, words fail me. It's absolutely diabolical that they put presumably profit before my life.
Yeah, they were sitting around the table quibbling about money while we were injecting Bob with live AIDS virus.
Yeah, which they knew about.
And which they provided. Yeah, it's inhuman.
In a major development since our programme, an American congressional inquiry has started into the whole blood scandal.
Did blood go untested by over 2 years despite the availability of tests that could have detected the presence of the AIDS virus? Or at the very
The inquiry is facing up to some of the same questions that we posed.
Was the decision not to test made for purely economic reasons, at a cost of countless lives and of thousands or perhaps tens of thousands?
The inquiry will also be hearing evidence from some of the witnesses we found.
For the AIDS virus. Was there a conspiracy of silence by the blood industry and its regulators to hide the problem of transfusion AIDS and to pass the buck to one another in the hope the problem would somehow just go away?
What's your impression so far of the evidence you've had?
I think the evidence that I've seen so far today is pretty damning. And I look forward to the additional hearings that we will have in the next weeks to wrap this thing up. But what I've seen today is devastating.
For Alan White, it's been devastating too. These pictures are memories captured for his children. He's now too ill to play in the woods. He's dying of AIDS. 1,200 haemophiliacs are now suing the government. They say Britain should have been self-sufficient in blood products, as promised 15 years ago by the then Health Minister, Dr. David Owen.
We knew the dangers in 1975. It came up because of the hepatitis B virus. And we knew then that there would be many other viruses. And I understand why people are unhappy at having all the facts revealed, because it will show negligence. But even so, the best way around it now is to pay generous amounts to those people who are suffering, and to stop this business of forcing them through legal courts and legal action and trying to have to raise money to sue the government. It is an absurdity. The government should now come forward with a very generous ex gratia payments. You can't ever make up for what's happened, but the niggardliness and meanness in which they're showing and resisting every form of attempt to get a justice for these people is, I think, disgraceful.
Gary Corns is one of those Dr. Owen says now faces a needless death sentence. Inadvertently, he's passed on the AIDS virus to his girlfriend and his baby son, too. And on behalf of those with something to lose, the Cook Report will be back next spring on the trail of those with something to hide.